I don't know why I get myself into this stuff here. So somebody asked me, how do you, I guess, keep everything in order, clean? And only answer I have is by making more mess, taking everything out, putting things back, rearranging. Unfortunately for me, I like to rearrange a lot. It's probably one of the worst things I can do because I end up moving things from one section to another. I will remove consoles, add different consoles. Um, it is not good. I will tell you that right now. Um, I decided today to be one of those days. As you can see, I've started to remove some of the stuff. PS4 Pro right over here. As you can see it right here, which was right over here. I'm moving things around right now, making a mess. That's what I like to call it. And I actually started with this section here, which is basically where I had my PS3 and my PS2 here. I put the Xbox 360, that blue and teal limited edition, and then the Halo limited edition Xbox One. And I got Resident Evil 4 because obviously Resident Evil 4 was one of the most popular Resident Evils. But I got that in there. I'm going to do some work on that Resident Evil. I've decided, although my take on the Rogue Ally, as if you see my last video, the battery test was horrible. But the Rogue Ally docked, works fine. The fact is that's not ever going to be a handheld for me. And then basically this section over here, which is normally going to be, or was going to be my Nintendo area, is actually going to be also rearranged with all of this going all the way over there, also finding a new home. Now, why do I do it? I have no fucking clue why I do it. It's annoying as hell. It is time consuming. But the primary thought that I have is that I like to try and play different consoles all the time. I don't like to use the same console over and over and over again. And to be honest, a lot of people always say, you always refer back to basically Microsoft, Xbox. And I'll tell you honestly, the only system that I will keep up and I will not change is going to be the PS5 and the Series X, which I have them in the same on the same TV. And reason for that is because those two systems, obviously the two most powerful, I tend to play some of the games that are just they just need all the power, all the juice. You know what I mean? It's a graphical game, right? And you need the graphics to be good. That's what you're going to play on. Everything else is basically just me playing and enjoying, some games, so on and so forth. I still have my original Xbox set up here, but I will move a few things around just to go ahead and get, just a better idea of, basically what, setups I like, you know what I mean? I like the Xbox consoles. I think the Xbox consoles have some really great games. And honestly, I mean, this console here is fire, guys. Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 2, special edition console, and that thing is beautiful. And Shit, guys, I don't know what I got myself into. This is crazy. Everything is starting to look a little bit as a mess. You can see some of the stuff I've already moved. Ton of the PS2 games where I had my PS2 at, which is right here. You know, a lot of sealed games that I have here. You know, some fire games. But it has to be done. I'll be honest, every time that I've actually set up my game room, you know, people say to me, dude, you know, you take it too far, man. It's just too much. You know what I mean? And the truth is, for me, if I don't change it around, I start to lose interest in the console. Only because there's certain games on the PS3 that I would play, you know, and some that, you know, I wouldn't, you know what I mean? Same thing for the Xbox, but keep in mind that I feel like the Xbox, for me, it's iconic, you know what I mean? And, you know, I love, you know, the system itself. So I technically prefer Microsoft, but I mean, I got so much as far as invested in Sony that, you know, I've decided to make, you know, a few changes, and basically the changes would be, what would I play? What would you play? Like if you, you know, set up your room or a little gaming corner or whatever for you guys, what would you guys set up? I mean, are you guys Xbox fans? Are you Sony fans? Would you prefer handhelds? You know what I mean? I asked a couple of people that I know, you know, if this was just a waste of time. You know what I mean? I love the fact that I can use the keyboard and mouse. There's a couple of games, Guild Wars. You know, I haven't played that in a while, but I love playing it, and it's really easy on the keyboard. Another game that I actually found on the Rogue Ally, and I believe it was on Steam that I found it, was SWAT 3. One of my all-time favorite PC games. Super fucking fun. It is a police tactical game, so it's not like your Call of Duties. It's literally going into houses, you know, bringing suspects out. You know, if they shoot at you, you shoot them, but you can handcuff them. You know, you have your missions you have to do, but it was literally one of the best PC games I've ever played. Highly recommended. If you have a PC and you can get that game on a download, definitely get that game on a download. But you know, this is pretty much where most of, you know, like this section here, pretty much everything here has been played, has been tested. And it makes the rotation, right? Sometimes I move, you know, consoles from here to there. But the reason why I do it, guys, honestly, is so that I do not sit there and get bored. You know what I mean? I deal with games a lot. When I mean a lot, it's every day I deal with games. I'm always constantly, you know, dealing with video games and consoles. You know, I'll be honest, the only console I can never get tired of is my Nintendo Switch. You know, I love playing my Mario games and my Zelda games, and, you know, Metroid, you know what I mean, and Donkey Kong. And, you know, so I love playing these games, but some of these other ones, I mean, there's so many disc games to look at that a lot of times, you know, I'm not going to say you get tired of it, right? Because I can never get tired of video games. You know, I'm a video game head, man. That's why I mean, my channel is called, you know, the Gamers Club, and actually that's the name of my store. So when you look at everything that you look, you know, especially in here, it's collectibles and games and consoles, and, you know, the question is, what am I going to put next, right? Where do I put what next? Am I going to enjoy, you know, the setup? Will I play the games where I put them? That's a big question. That's a big question. But here's what I'm going to do, because I'm not going to bore you. This is the setup now, right? So obviously I have that setup right there that I just started. There's a ton of PS3 games on this side that I'm going to remove. And I'm also going to put Xbox One games there underneath the Xbox One. As you can see, I got Xbox 360 games underneath my Xbox 360. You know, that corner over there is just nothing but games going from here over. Man, I am so off when I do this shit. When I'm not looking where I'm pointing, I point way the fuck off to the other sides. I'm sorry, guys. But there it is. That right there is the section that basically a lot of my extra games are. All of these games here have been cleaned. They've been tested. You know, I have like multiples. I just started doing this. I should have did it a long time ago, which is basically stacking, you know, like multiples, like, you know, Uncharted 3, you know what I mean? I'm pretty sure I have more of those Uncharted 3s that has not been tested or cleaned, you know, that would go there. And I'm going to do that with every one of these games. Games down here that have all been cleaned and tested. Again, all of the systems, PS2, some PlayStation 1s, PS3 Fat, 2 more of the 360s, you know, some of the newer 360s. I got a couple of the SEs. I got a couple more Xbox Ones. A lot of PS3s, a few PS2s, you know, PS1s. It's crazy, right? But all clean, all tested, and they all sit over there. And, you know, it's what I do, guys, man. It's crazy. This shit drives me crazy, to be honest. I sit here and, you know, I wonder, you know, do I need more screens? Do I need, you know, more space? You know, do I move this into a different room so I have 2 rooms? It's a lot. It's a lot. But I will do it. I will take care of it. And actually, I wanted to actually take you guys completely for the ride, which is put my chest plate on, put my camera on, and have you come with me on this. But it'll be a 3-hour fucking video, and we are not doing that. And I don't want to bore you guys, you know what I mean? I'm trying to bring you guys in, you know what I mean? You know, obviously, you know, I need them subs, guys, you know what I mean? And, you know, it's really weird because I literally have a giveaway going on now for the Super NES Maximum Carnage, you know, and haven't seen anything go up, guys. And if that goes away, I'll get something else in its place. But once that goes away, it doesn't come back. You know, I got a ton of stuff for giveaways, guys. Don't forget that. But we'll talk about that when I come back on this video. Right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish up what I'm doing here, get it all set up, get it all clean, and then I'm going to come back and show you the finished product. There's a lot to do, but, you know, I think that I have an idea of how I want all of this. So all of this is going to change, going all the way over here. All of that is going to be most likely a complete Xbox side. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. But from here to over here, obviously to this section right here, I might change my mind again. I don't know. I tend to do that shit. Actually, I've done where I've literally changed the room and then I changed it again. So I'm doing this from, and it is, what is it, like 8 o'clock at night? I'll probably do this for another 2 hours, you know, just to get it completely cleaned out. Everything wiped down. No dust, no dirt. I'm a clean ass person. I'm very, very OCD about that. You know, I have to have things certain ways, the way that I like them, you know what I mean? Or I won't be too happy. So, you know, let me get this finished up, and I'm going to bring back that finished product. I'm going to bring back, and hopefully it's exactly the way I want it. And, you know, I can actually play some video games instead of cleaning. But this is crazy, guys, because there's a lot. There's a lot. All right, I'll be right back. 4.5 hours, and I'm done. Holy shit. I've never realized how much shit I have. Wow. The cleaning, the dusting, wires, zip ties. I don't want to do that shit again. But unfortunately, I keep my man cave clean, dust free, and I always make sure that everything looks good. Testing consoles and stuff like that's a must. But let me show you what I did, guys. Obviously, this stayed the same. It's actually powered down right now. As I showed you earlier in an earlier video, we got the Xbox One Halo Edition, the Xbox 360 blue and teal. Love this color. That's probably one of my favorite Xboxes as far as color is concerned. I just love the color. And this one right here, obviously, just because of the sound, it's amazing. Some 360 games down there, Xbox One games there with those two little bundles out here. I did move the Nintendo, Wii U, and Switch games along with the GameCube games on this side over here, along with a actual boxed Wii and a boxed outdoor challenge game set. You can't do Xbox consoles and not have a OG Xbox. I tend to use the Nyko wireless controller along with their wireless adapter. I love it. I love using that setup there. I'm not really big on wired controllers. I have a ton of accessories with a ton of wired controllers, which I hate. The Xbox Series X is hooked up. Obviously, that's my my YouTube channel playing right there. Guys, literally, share every video that comes out. Share it. Like, subscribe. Make sure you're doing these things because I got some giveaways that I'm doing right now. I have a giveaway going on right now for the Super NES Maximum Carnage cartridge, and I believe that one was the first person to get to 50, or the 50th subscriber will get that sent to them. I will have games, accessories, collectibles, consoles that are going to be all part of that. So guys, come on, let's subscribe, guys. I moved one of the bigger TVs over here. Got the Gears of War edition over there, 360. I got a full stack here of the PS3 games. As you can see, these are games that I purchased. They go to my store. That's another one too. Go visit my store, guys. Tiago's Gamers Club on eBay. And I also have Tiago's books and collectibles also on eBay as well. Go check it out, guys. Excellent prices. Over thousands of games. And there's going to be a ton of consoles being added as well. So go check that out. But you can see, this game right here, look how many. So that's 7 just right here. And there's a ton more to go that I still got to literally clean and test. But that's, that stack there. Obviously, you have to have a PS3 along with some PS3 games on the bottom. My PSP, my PS2, my PS5, some more PS2 games on the bottom. My PS4 games all right here along with my PS4 Pro. My PS5 Portal, and this guy, which is always next to me. Hands down, the best handheld console out there. You know what I mean? And that goes to show that I actually tested the Rogue, and that battery is shit. I am hoping that I can, and I've been doing some research to see if I can get anything that will give me a different setting that can help the cause, right? So I'm hoping to come across something that somebody can email me and let me know what would work. Right now, it's just not working. And I'm not going to waste my time. I mean, it makes no sense to do, videos on a Rogue, and you can only use it for 40, not even 40 minutes. You know what I mean? The last time it dropped almost 27, percent, with 11 and a half minutes of gameplay, and the rest it was just sitting there with nothing running. So again, I mean, each his own, but I will continue to see if I can update it, see if there's anything that I can do that'll make this work the way that it should. But guys, you know what? I am tired as shit. This was a long 4.5 hours. And honestly, man, guys, I know I say it a lot, and I talk about how, to me, my biggest thing is to be able to get videos out to you guys to show you basically what I do here on a daily, all the way from, picking up games, consoles, gameplays, reviews, testings, all of that stuff, I want to bring into your home so you understand sort of the view, what I am bringing to you, you know what I mean? And just basic knowledge, man. That's all I'm really doing. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for too much, but, to like, share, and subscribe. I'm going to say that a lot. And, keep in mind, guys, there's some giveaways going on. You know what I mean? And then, it's not moving, you know what I mean? But I'm going to keep pushing videos, and I'm going to keep trying to reach out to you guys. Show you what's up, show you the man cave, show you the games, consoles, whatever, man, whatever. And I've already put my pre-order in for the Switch 2. And keep in mind that, I've already said that the Switch 2 is going to be a console killer. Watch. But overall, guys, I am out of here, man. I had a long night. It is exactly 1:47 in the morning. I started doing this damn cleanup around 8:30. This is ridiculous amount of stuff. But I got it nice and clean, and everything smells good now, and I'm excited and happy. But like I always say, guys, love, care, respect each other. God knows we need it in this world today with all these whack jobs out there, doing what they're doing on TV. And, I always say, guys, man, because I believe it, and I quote in my heart, I will always believe it, man. Whenever you guys are down and out, whenever your time, anything that you're going through in your life is rough and you feel that you can't handle it, yeah, I mean, always remember, man, put those problems, put any of the issues you may have, mentally and all that stuff, put it in God's hand, guys, because I'm going to tell you right now, God is good. God is good. Peace, guys.